Transgender child's story stirs parenting debate. Mimi and Joe LeMay say their 5-year-old daughter met with all the signs of possibly being a transgender boy, need to play boy roles. Okay, story time. When I was a kid, my brother and I hung out with these two kids from church, Nathaniel and his sister. We were all going to swim in the pool, so naturally all of us boys took our shirts off. But then I look over, and I see that his sister is also taking her shirt off. So I say, is she supposed to be doing this? So my mom says to me that she hasn't developed. But the point is, Nathaniel's parents didn't make a big deal out of that. Ever heard of a tomboy? It's just a phase. They do grow out of it. When his sister eventually did get older, she started hanging out with my sister instead of me and my brother. I swear, you liberals are always making something out of nothing. Okay, popsugar reports 6 ways to make money off your old clothes. Number 1. Be Kanye West. Sell your plain white t-shirt for $100. Is there such a thing as male PMS? Men have their own hormonal patterns, but they're on a much different cycle than women. Here's what I think. Fuck no, there's no male PMS. I said this before, so have people before me in YouTube comments. Men and women cannot be equal. It's biologically impossible. So when they say it's alright for men to wear something called a short suit, when they say it's okay for men to get manicures and pedicures, well, it all contributes with men for being feminine and weak, also known as the demasculization of males, also known as testosterone lossage of the sausage. When women are discouraged out of the lifestyle of having children and encouraged of being lesbians and the whole equal pay for equal work, we now face a 2 lesbian person household income instead of a 1-man household income, and that gives women a sense of confidence that hints at a possibility of not needing a man. My point is that this trend of femininity of males and the masculization of females, remember the whole college credits for hairy armpits deal? It's going to keep going until we reach a point where men are weak enough and feminine enough to be equal to women. Jury deadlocked in Etan Patz murder trial. After 11 days, jurors said they are unable to reach a unanimous decision in the 1979 kidnapping and murder case. Supreme Court argues against the death penalty because of 3 botched executions, and it costs the taxpayers too much money. Let me help you. I said this before. Why don't you black bag this guy, take him into a room, and blow his brains out? If worse comes to worse, I can assure and reassure you the taxpayers will gladly pay for the gun. About the body, put it in the sewer. Inhumane? Yes. But what about Etan Patz being kidnapped and killed? Is that not inhumane? This guy needs to get what's coming to him. I swear, judges, jurors, and politicians are the worst people masquerading as some of the best people. A kid dies and now you want to play hero and say, oh, this guy doesn't deserve to die? Fuck you. Dad's stinging reply to principal's absent note. Mike Ross's kid had a once-in-a-lifetime experience at the Boston bombing and Boston Marathon, but their absences are called unexcused. This school teacher literally blaming a student for being late because of a terrorist attack that wasn't the fault of a Muslim. Do you see the problem? Liberalism, multiculturalism, political correctness, racism, Islamophobia, all this fits into play as to why the teacher blames the student and not the Muslim. Worse to be bullied by kids than abused by adults. Bullied kids have high rates of depression and anxiety, but new research highlighting the damage is alarming. Well, guess what? Most bullies start out by being victims of bullying or abuse themselves, whether it be from home or somewhere else. This is really just a long drawn out excuse with statistics for I'm not the one at fault here. Bruce Jenner reunites with two ex-wives. Jenner's second wife shared a recent photo of herself with a former Olympian and his first wife. How he told her his secret. You remember when I read that comment about how gays hanging out with women was trending? Well, it happens because women like being the aggressors. When a man is pursuing a woman that doesn't show interest, well, it doesn't go so well. But the reason they hang out with gay men and other women, like the newly transformed Bruce, is that they're not going to pursue the women. And that's okay with them. Utah High School crowns transgender prom queen. Maca Brown was surprised to be nominated and even more surprised to win. This will be the first prom queen to go down in history with both a tiara and a scepter. Finally, I'm going to end this video on a bad joke. Hillary Clinton is so out of touch, she thinks the middle class is a special ed student moving up from the lower class.